What's up, everybody? It's your Queen Kilo back with another episode of The Unruly Plug. You feel me? Today we're discussing something that might not be flashy, but it is foundational. We're talking about life insurance, trust funds, and emergency binders because if you care about your family or your peace of mind or your legacy, then this is stuff that you have to know. We're adults, like I said in the last episode. We're like grown. So, but I'm still a big kid, so don't worry. I'm not gonna just hit you with a bunch of financial jargon that no one understands and then just dip on you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna break it down for our people. And plus, like I got three fire songs, like always, that is gonna be something you want to hear. Now, we'll get into the artists later. We're just gonna try to keep the rhythm going when I play their music. But as for now, take them away with the intro, baby. Unruly, 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 I had a break. Unruly, 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 unruly. I'm new to this, but I'm still true to this, you know? So, all right, so let's start with the basics. That's life insurance. This isn't just something for old people or rich people or white people. If you've got people that you love or depend on you, or you just don't want them to be struggling if something happens to you, then you absolutely need it. Absolutely. If you have anything worth caring for, you absolutely need it. Life insurance is like a final love letter. You pay a little each month, like any other type of insurance. And if the unthinkable does happen, which unfortunately, I hate to break that reality check to you, but we all die. Everybody, we all do at some point. No one lives forever. Your legacy might live forever, and, and this is a way of helping that happen. How about that? So, um, you pay a little bit each month, like I was saying, and then if something happens, the payout comes, and then that can help with like the funeral or expenses or bills or mortgage payments, or to help life keep moving forward, college funds, whatever it is. And let me tell you, the earlier you get it, the cheaper it usually is, and that's because if you're young and healthy, like if you feel like you're young and healthy, now's the best time to get it because it'll be cheaper for you. And a basic lifetime policy is probably less than what you pay for Netflix because why does Netflix keep changing? I ain't even, another topic for another episode because I'm about to get mad. I said I was going to delete it, but they know what they're doing. So anyway, it's not about being morbid or um, thinking negatively. This is literally just being responsible. And like I was saying, we as millennials, I can't speak for everybody else, but we need to be responsible, or even though we are very responsible. Well, I could go down that. Anyway, so I want to pause right here and take a minute to play the next track, which is called "I Did" by Momas. I think her name is Momas. I asked her for the pronunciation and I was waiting for a reply. I just did it though, so I was like, well, let me go ahead and record this episode. Neither here nor there. Hopefully, it's Mamas and not Momas. If it is Momas, sorry, I do apologize. I hate messing up people's name. I don't know how you say Jabriel's name, but he told me it was wrong, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. So make sure you show these artists some love, and I'm gonna go ahead and play that song now.
Scotty. If I'm your girlfriend, treat me like your girlfriend. You said I'm your everything, then love me till the world ends. I don't want no smoke, blown up my ass, just keep it real then. Volunteering lies, I never ask for shit, is sickening. If I'm your girlfriend, treat me like I'm worth it. Tired of playing games with you, I don't deserve it. Thinking I want fairy tales, but knowing nothing perfect. I'm just asking for shit that a relationship comes with. You said I'll open my heart up, and I did, I did, I did, I did. You say let my guard down, and I did. did. You said open my heart up, and I did. You say lay my guard down, and I did. I said I'm hurt, you gassed me up, fucked me all crazy, then you started acting up. I asked you what we were when you ain't even have an answer. The way you moved around this topic could have been a dancer. Well, you were reason, lifetime horror season. I guess I'll find out in a minute cause you teasing. Or maybe I might choose myself and just be done. Love should never be this hard if you say I'm the one. Really acting like you was fine to me. You just wanted to get inside of me. There was never any reason to lie to me. Could've stayed away and just let me be. If love is a drug, I'ma need a detox for this one. You said I opened my heart up, and I did. You say let my guard down, and I did. You said open my heart up, and I did. You say let my guard down, and I did. If love is a drug, I'ma need a detox for this one.
All right, welcome back. That song was fire. I don't know if y'all was feeling it, but listen to the rest of her album. It's really fire. And she has a very beautiful and unique and distinct creative voice. I can only think of so many words right now because, I'm on the spot. But it was a great song and she's a great artist. So give her some love. Show her some love. Her Instagram is ITZ. It's _MOMAS. So check her out, listen to her music, and really, I'm going to put the link, or I'm going to put her name, her information in the description anyway. So if you're interested, go ahead and check her out. Now, let me make sure this is recorded because I've been doing some stupid stuff lately. Okay, can we hear me? Ugh. What? Girl, we ain't gonna talk about it. Back to the second part I guess the second part of the show. We don't know how many parts there'll be. Sometimes I wing it. I do have stuff written down, but blah, 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 blah. So let's talk trust funds. When you hear trust fund, you might picture some white, rich kid with khaki shorts named Brendan who owns a yacht and drinks and drives and gets away with it every weekend. I'm sorry, I'm going too far into this, but listen. That's not the case. Trust funds are for everybody, especially if you want to protect what you built and make sure that it's handled your way. And if you're bossy like me, you want everything to be handled your way, life or death. Don't ask me why I'm like this. That's just the way it is. I think I know what's best, yada, yada, yada. So a living trust. Now, a living trust lets you lay out instructions for your asset, your property, your money, your house, your life insurance, payouts, and whatever. This is while you're still alive. Then if something happens to you, the person that you choose, which is called a trustee, they handle everything without having to go to probate court. I don't know if you know about probate court, but just like any other court, it's annoying. It's unnecessary. It's a waste of your time and it's expensive. So with no drama, this is a good way to make sure that your family doesn't have to go through that. And here's the best thing, like it's private. Wills go public when you pass. And that's something that I just discovered while I was doing this research for this episode. Like, I don't know, y'all can't see my search bar, but literally I just found out that wills go public when you pass, which may not be a big thing to people. It may be, I don't know if it's none of your business. I don't really care if people know or whatever or not at some point. And then sometimes I just care too much. So it's up to you. But a trust stays in your family. Now, if you got a talking family, you're toast either way. But listen, if you got kids or business or any type of assets, or you just want to make sure things go smoothly, look into setting up a trust fund. Trust me. Trust me, it's something that you want to talk about with the people that you love and the people that you are going to be involved with it, okay? Now, let's talk about this thing called the in case of emergency binder, which is ICE. It was called ICE binder, but I just don't like the word ICE for some reason anymore. So, and whatever. They've had so many different names for it. Some people call it a legacy folder or an emergency binder, whatever you want to call it, whatever works. The point is, it's a playbook for your people if you're not able to speak for yourself. So in this binder, you want to include a copy of your life insurance policy, trust documents, or your will, and your will. If there is a thing of getting both, it's absolutely possible. Um, Bank account information, like the passwords or the login information or the account number, whatever it is. Now I get it. You don't want to give some people these things until you've reached that moment. This is why we're keeping the binder stored in a safe place and letting somebody know that we trust. And also, you don't want to have somebody on your trust that you don't trust, because the word is not trust for no reason. I don't know why it's called trust. I didn't do that type of research, but it just seems like common knowledge. You want to trust the person that is doing this, right? This is I go off on these random ass tangents. I'm sorry. So life insurance, trust and will, bank account information. Some people do a passport or your ID, which is very important to know. A birth certificate and social security cards. This is probably where you want to keep that, or a copy of that. Um, any medical directives that you have or emergency contacts. In my case, my emergency contact would most likely be the same person as the trustee, but some people have different strokes for different folks, and that's your prerogative. So you want to keep information about the bills and the debts. You want to let these people know what to do with your children if they're underage, or your pets, or your assets, the things that matter to you. And then, like some people, which is something that I would probably do, they put letters to their family, leave something personal behind. When you look on TV and you hear about a will, usually the older person made a video and they knew they were going to pass eventually, blah blah blah. Here's the rude awakening I'm about to give you. At the end of the day, you don't know the time or the hour. And if you're a Christian, you feel me. But if you're a regular person, you should also understand that you don't know when it's your time to go either. So you want to make sure that you have these things locked in. So maybe a letter or a video is unnecessary early if you're young in age. Maybe it's not. Some people find things like that morbid. I don't. I think it's necessary, and I don't mind talking about death. I'm also a little like dark, so I don't know. So you can do like a physical binder, put it like somewhere where it's safe. Or you can do like a file share, a share drive. Apple even has it so that you have a legacy contact. I've set that up and everything. Like, this person can access your phone as if they were you once you pass. Facebook allows you to do that, a legacy contact, and they turn your page into like a memorial page. Like, these are things we don't want to talk about, but we see it. And at the end of the day, you don't want people doing a GoFundMe in order to pay for your auntie's funeral, your mama's funeral, your daddy's funeral. Like, you want to make sure that when you're going through that grief, the only thing you have to do is grieve, because that's the hardest part. But there's so many other hard aspects to it that you have to take into consideration and you need a clear mind for. And sometimes everyone's not the same, but when you're going through things that are very emotional, your mind is not clear. No matter how much you think it is, your mind is not clear. You need that extra input, and it's safe if you're one of those people who rather it be from you. It's safe to have it when you were in a clear mind. You know what I'm saying? So you could do the physical binder, the digital file, the file share, the fire safe proof. If you really like old school, that's more my, I don't know. I be doing too much. But anyway, just make sure that someone you trust knows where it is. And it's one of the most powerful things that you can do for your family. Trust me. Like, if you really want to break those generational curses and create generational wealth, and you really want to make a difference, This is something that you're doing. Trust me. You don't want to mess this up. You don't want to fumble it for a couple of dollars. It's I you're not going to have to pay too much. So don't think too much about it, okay? Now, we're talking about the steps that you have to take to get to this point. And I just want y'all to know what's up. So, let's talk about actually getting started. Okay, I'm gonna make a little to-do list. And if you want a downloadable file, I can provide that too because I document everything. Even sometimes I get ChatGPT to help me out or whatever, but I like to put everything in writing. It's the writer in me, I don't know. And make sure that it's there. So if you want a copy of this, I can provide it. I'm not one of those people that's trying to charge you. When I write my book, I expect y'all to read it, but this ain't even that. So um, let me know if you're interested in that. You can comment or like or whatever. Just message me. Y'all know how to get in contact with me, and I will get you that downloadable file for sure. Now, I rock the party that rock the pod. So, first thing you need to do is get the life insurance, okay? You can even start with a basic term policy. Anything, the bare minimum. Just start. Receiving $10,000 is better than receiving zero because funerals are expensive. Y'all just don't know. 10,000 is probably a minimum. Now, number two, you're going to look into getting that trust set up, especially if you have kids or assets. This is very important, or the will, or both, like I was saying. Three, you're going to build that emergency binder, whether, it's on your bookshelf or in your fireproof safe or on iCloud, whatever you want to do, and make sure somebody has access to it, okay? And then the fourth thing you want to do is talk to your people. Like, let them know what's up and where they can find everything. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear it. So sometimes you'll have those friends that are like, oh, Kilo, I don't want to talk about that right now. You getting me sad. Or Kilo, why we gotta do that? We was in a good mood because everybody been in a good mood when they around me. But at the end of the day, these conversations have to be had. It's absolutely necessary to have these conversations. So if I got to be the one to do it and spark those conversations with you and y'all and whatever, that's exactly what we're going to do. Because, like I said, it's necessary. It's necessary. That's what we have to do. And make sure you keep these things up to date every year. Maybe on your birthday every year, say, all right, let me update my binder. Make sure if it's something you don't want to do on your birthday, I get it. But make sure it's up to date. Last thing you want to do is pass away and your ex-boyfriend or your ex-husband got a life insurance policy for you, and now your kid's broke when you pass away. Keep it up to date. There have been so many cases in the military where people have failed to update their SGLI, which is the service member group life insurance policy. They have failed to update those and deployed, or something tragic happened, which unfortunately does happen. And they had their cheating baby mama on their life insurance and forgot to put their kid that was just born. So now life just got better for a shitty person and it got worse for a great person or a person in the making. Like, take these things serious, especially if you have people that you care about, which I'm thinking everybody does, right? I don't know why I keep hitting that microphone. I'm sorry. All right. So next we're going to play Young Dee, Trending. Now, this song was submitted to me on Instagram. Or no, he actually went to my website and submitted it. I listened to it today for the first time and I liked it. It was a vibe. So y'all show this artist some love. His name is Young Dee. I'll put his information in the box as well. But yeah, this song is called Trending.
I'm the hottest thing. Can you see? Put me in your chandeliers. Let me be free. My rhymes are fire. My fuzzy sick. resist. The way I spit these bars is hard to dismiss. I'm breaking records, making history. Put me in your trending list for all to see. I be trending on the social media. My name popping like a fever. Got the likes and the comments flowing. I'm the one they all following. Scrolling through my feed, can't miss my face. Every post I make is a total embrace. Hashtag trending, I'm setting the pace. In this digital world, I'm winning this race. I'm not a thing, can you see? Put me in your trending list, let me be free. My rhymes on fire, my force is sick. I'm the only one they talk about. I'm that quick, scrolling through your feed, you can't resist. The way I spit these bars is hard to dismiss. I'm breaking records, making history. Put me in your trending list for all to see.
Hi, I'm Swift Homicide, and fuck all this rap shit, I've come to take somebody's life. So lock your doors, hide your children and your fucking wives, and hide your husbands, cause I'm stabbing everybody with a knife. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hold on, let me rewind it back. Somebody said that my rhymes was whack, so I smashed them with a battle axe. I ain't really trying to go there with you, shorty, but fuck it, I'm fed. I told you I'm just trying to chill, but you keep on goddamn it.
I'm not a thing, can you see? Put me in your trending list, let me be free. My rhymes on fire, my force is sick. I'm the only one they talk about. I'm that quick, scrolling through your feed, you can't resist. The way I spit these bars is hard to dismiss. I'm breaking records, making history. Put me in your trending list for all to see.
All right. That was a good song. We had a good time. It was about. No, I'm really enjoying these songs right now. Now, let's talk about the OG of estate planning. And that's this will that we've been talking about. Not Will Smith, the will. Okay. So a will is your chance to say, here's what I want to happen when I'm gone. It lays out who gets what, who takes care of your kids, who's in charge of making your wishes come true or making sure that your wishes are carried out. Because I guess your wish come true wouldn't be you passing away. But anyway, that's your executor, okay? Even if you have a trust, it's still smart to have a will because it covers anything that might not be in the trust, and it can help settle any confusion, any disagreements, like any family drama. It can help resolve those, make them a little bit easier because without a will, the state decides. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather make those choices myself, like I said. Especially I ain't trying to, the state, who? Mm-mm. Also, let's be real. A will can help prevent drama. Like I was saying, you know how family can be, even in your lowest moments. In fact, sometimes only in your lowest moments, because other people deal with drama, trauma, and everything else differently. At the end of the day, you don't want to deal with those type of things when you're grieving, and you don't want your family to either. So, if it's written down and legal, there's no he said, she said. There's just black and white right there. Okay? You can write your will with an online template or go through a lawyer to get it airtight the way you want it to be. Either way, don't leave it for later. Do it now. You never know if there's this quote I love that says, we're foolish enough, or procrastinators are foolish enough to believe that there will be a later. And as a procrastinator myself, that one hit me hard because it's like, you don't know. You never know. You really don't. So take that in. And while you do, we're going to talk about the last thing, and that is choosing the right beneficiaries. Choosing the right beneficiaries, okay? Now, let's make sure we understand that that's super important, and a lot of people overlook it. When you get a life insurance policy or when you open a bank account or set up a retirement plan, you usually have to name a beneficiary. beneficiary. And that's the person who gets the money if something happens to you, or gets the debt if something happens to you, or, whatever. But here's the things. Those names will always override your will. So if your will says one thing, but your life insurance policy lists your ex from 2012 as the beneficiary, like I said before, guess who's getting it? The ex is getting the moolah. Okay. That's why it's important to review your beneficiaries regularly, especially after life changes like marriage or divorce or having kids or losing a loved one, especially if they were on there. But either way, it can be an awakening. And don't forget to add contingent beneficiaries too, just in case your first choice can't receive the funds. There's so many other reasons why, and we'll go over that if someone has a question, just because the law is just so crazy. But this is one of those small details, big consequences type of situations. So it takes like 5 minutes to update, but it can save your family from a world of confusion and heartbreak later. Trust me, you want to make sure you get these type of things done. Now, let's reset one last time because we have a good song from our friend Carlito Black. I know y'all love Carlito Black because everybody been telling me. This song is called You Lied.
You lied when you said the feelings were true. That's why I'm no longer dealing with you. No longer dealing with you. You lied when you said the feelings was true. That's why I'm no longer dealing with you. Even when I knew better, I still tried to build with you. You did a lot of fake stuff, but I still kept it real with you. Appreciation, all I asked for, look what I did for you. Even when you wrong, how you still play the victim too. I let my heart get involved, now it's hard to get rid of you. Guilt got you questioning me, just like an interview. Remind me of my actions from the past, thought you was something new. I can only blame me, how I get this comfortable. I hate getting attached, cause I hate feeling this vulnerable. I had your back and proved it, but look, where you were running to, can't keep it true. Your actions showed me what you wanna do. Been solved the mystery, don't need to find another clue. You lied when you said the feelings was true. That's why I'm no longer dealing with you. No longer dealing with you. You lied when you said the feelings was true. That's why I'm no longer dealing with you. Let's talk facts, I wasn't perfect, I was great. As a man, I take responsibility for my mistakes. You get caught up in your wrong, and you choose to run away. Stop the crying and the lying, just look me in my face. You keep saying have faith, but I know this ain't my fake. Relationship with trash and toxic, for its time it was a waste. You only good when you sexing me, but act like you think less of me. I wanted the best for you, you didn't want the best of me. Feel like Post Malone, I fall apart cause you keep stressing me. Can't grow what you saw, I'm moving on respectfully. Only was important when another woman next to me. Only was important when another woman next to me. You lied when you said the feelings was true. That's why I'm no longer dealing with you. No longer dealing with you. You lied when you said the feelings was true. That's why I'm no longer dealing with you. You lied when you said the feelings was true. That's why I'm no longer dealing with you. No longer dealing with you. You lied when you said the feelings was true. That's why I'm no longer dealing with you.
All right, that was a freaking good song. Like, who you felt that? I felt that. Because if they lied when they said the feelings was true, guess what? I'm not dealing with you neither, partner. Like, gone. Anyway, I don't know why I do the things I do, whatever. Yeah. So I was supposed to let y'all know. All right. So you've just tuned in to Unruly Plug. And I appreciate you for sticking around for this important conversation that nobody wants to hear. If you're here, if you're still here, thank you. We need people to listen to things like this. And it's very, very important. Life insurance, trust funds, wills, ice banders. It's not ice binders. I'm sorry. It's not just paperwork. It's a peace of mind. Okay? And it's love. It should be a love language. I don't know. It's love, the action, the verb. So, if this episode if this episode helped you out, share it with someone you care about. What's going on here? All right. If this episode helped you out, share it with someone you care about. Leave a review, tap the follow button, subscribe, share, comment, whatever it is. Share it with somebody. Just keep the conversation going. Let them know how important this is. Because now you know how important this is, okay? Until next time, I'm adding some stuff right now. Stay grounded. Take care of yourself and your people. All right? Stay creative. Stay hungry. And most importantly, absolutely, definitely, positively, stay unruly, baby. Stay unruly. And that's the best that I can ask you to do. And if you need a definition of that, is I don't mean like get belligerent or wild or act out of character. None of that. We'll talk about that offline. You know what I'm saying? Until then, have a great day, week, hour, moment, whatever it is. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and take us away with the outro, baby. Unruly, 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 I had a break. Unruly, 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 unruly. I'm new to this, but I'm still true to this, So.